Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Please ask other to join first. Good morning, Devesh. Hi, Mani. Good morning. Mani, do you have any question, anything? Hey, Vikas, good morning. I can see less participant till now. Mani, in your side, today is holiday. Good morning, Yoginder. Good morning, Tushar. Good, good. New Year holiday or Sunny Siva? Okay. Hey, Sunny. You are from which location? Good morning, Siva. Oh, okay. Hyderabad, good. You have completed your education at BTech or MCA? Nadeem, Nadeem also joining regularly. I like those candidates who regularly join BTech. Okay. Which year you have completed? 2012. Oh. So, which particular technology you have exposure, experience? Yeah. Thank you, Nadeem. Sunil, I don't have any issue about topics we covered till now. I'm facing about Azure coding parts and that topics. Okay, okay, good. Oh, good, good. Send me your resume once. Hey, Koti. Good morning. Love to hear what's going on. Okay. Send your resume as well, Koti. Sunny, Shiva. Maybe we can create a pool if we have required any such dynamic CRM resource we can utilize, or I can forward your resume to someone who really need dynamic CRM resource. Good, good. Yeah, yeah, Manisha. Hope you all join on WhatsApp group as well. Just send me and also you also refer my resume as well. I will share with you all. Okay, good, good. Okay, I can see even active participant here 17 or 18 only. Where are others? Shivam, Subham, Can you ask team to join? Honey Singh, Deepak also can join here. Why I need to ask like, hey, can you join? Can you join here? Nadeem is asking you start your consultancy. We will. I have last time, bro, but I can help you out. Even we can create a community where even we can help each other. Yes, sure, Goti. I want to work under you. If you are senior resource anywhere, please take me. Sure, Mani. Where you are working currently? Otherwise, you can message me over WhatsApp. If you don't want to share that information here, that is also fine. But this is personal. I'm in Bangalore. Okay. Okay. So, anything that we can discuss before starting our today's session? Sure, Goti. Will do. Will need your support. Will do. Okay, so let me share my screen and we can start. We have completed 7 minutes. Please suggest PL 400 resource to prepare. Okay, I will share. Even we can plan for some Microsoft certification uh, preparation as well. I will share some documents, some dump, maybe in our WhatsApp group. You can prepare those latest dump and maybe we can proceed further. But you have to prepare some other content as well. It is not like everything we will get from that particular file, but maybe 70%, sometimes 80% we will get from that particular dump only. Okay, and even those dumps also available in the market as well. You can refer some another one, but it totally depends like how latest it is. Okay, so let's start today. Maybe here, yesterday we covered form types, layout, views, and dashboard. Now I can show you charts and tables, right? So I think yesterday we covered this charts and dashboard, the pen drive slides or not. Let me check. Tables view we already okay. Standard charts. So what happened? Have you ever seen those standard charts, whatever Microsoft is providing? Some of the charts may be fully designed based on the fetch XML query, fully responsive and drill down capability. What is the mean of fully responsive? Fully responsive means it could be visible in bigger screen or in a small screen or different types of device. Either it could be a laptop, desktop view, even a tab, even a mobile, even a tab with different screen size. It will be responsive. It means suppose if we design our page, we have hard coded somewhere. Suppose in some of the application, we are designing our layout in such a manner like we are showing our screen in hardcode pixel. Like suppose sometimes we are saying, hey, height of this control is 200 pixel or 300 pixel or 500 pixel or 600 pixel. So it means this particular control has fixed width or height. It cannot be adjustable even if we are opening this particular screen in a bigger or smaller screen. If we are opening that one in a mobile device, it will always show that control height and width, whatever we have defined. So the best practice is we have to use those kind of css which are out of the box available, and it could be defined or designed in such a manner so that it will automatically adjust in percentage. I can show you one thing. Suppose I am going to say one thing. Suppose we have a screen at we think like a screen has 100%, right? And we have two options. Either we think like this particular screen is 1000 pixel size, so we can divide that 1000 pixel into different four area. 1000 pixel means 250 pixel plus 250 pixel plus 250 pixel. Suppose we think like if it is 250 pixel we have divided, but this is fixed pixel size. But if we have decided that this particular screen is 100%, and then first control is 25%, and second one is 25%, and third is 25%, and fourth one is 25%. So you either your screen is having 200 pixel, 500 pixel, 600 pixel, 2000 pixel. So there is no impact, like each and every control, it will auto adjust based on this particular percentage, because our the entire screen we are dividing into percentage, and the sum of those particular pixel, that particular screen, whatever we are dividing, it should be exactly 100%, so that there is no scroll. And even if you are thinking like, hey, I have added this one into 30%, so because it is increasing the 100%, so it will always, you are able to see there is a scroll bar. So your best practice should be, it should be exactly 100% so that it should be responsive. Likewise, we may have other methodology as well. We can adjust our screen in such a manner so that it will be auto-responsive. Our best practice should be, our screen should not be fixed, it should be automatically adjustable. Understood? Our candidates here are showing up and down. Okay, so standard charts here, if you are able to see standard charts here. So here, some of the charts, even if you want to see some of the even dashboard, even here you can see under dashboard. Here you can see we may utilize different charts here. These are the out of the box, sometimes dashboard which are available here. Here there might be some charts which are available, and here we can create some charts, like how to create a chart. Let me open this one. Suppose I have opened this one solution here to save our time. Here I already opened. So in this particular employee master that yesterday we discussed, so here we have seen column, keys, forms, views, and now in under chart, if we are going, we are try to create a new chart here. We can create a new chart. We can here showcase whatever we have to, demo. Suppose even we can select here, we can create different types of, we have different types of here charts here available. Either we have here this bar chart, here column chart, bar chart, area chart, line chart, pie chart, funnel, even different types of charts we are showing here. So let me create one bar chart first. So this bar chart, so it required a category. Okay, suppose account types and horizontal field maybe here, name. So let's see how it looks like. So what it will show here, you can see there is a chart created here, demo chart, but how it looks like. So this particular chart we can utilize under whenever we are creating a dashboard. Suppose I'm going to create a dashboard, new dashboard. This is a system generated dashboard. Here maybe suppose two column overview dashboard I'm going to create here. Demo dashboard. We are talking about, and filter wise, even here we can create different dashboard here. Entity view wise we can see here. Okay, so here we have created one demo chart. So whatever chart we have created, we can add those chart here directly in the dashboard level. What is the use of those particular chart? We can create different charts and we can reuse those charts into the dashboard. Our purpose here to create a consolidated information in a same place, so that we can view all those information to the top level management. So here we are creating a list, we are creating a different here pie chart, and here we are displaying a list view, and maybe here we are creating a different level of chart. So likewise we can design our custom dashboard as well. So whatever we have created one demo dashboard, I'm selecting here, I'm adding here, and that chart will be displayed here. Okay, now here I want to display some in this particular section. Maybe I can display one view here, and looks like, suppose, okay, let me create one more. But we have only one. Okay, let me create one more chart and then we'll see. One more chart we can create. Demo 2. Suppose here instead of employee type, and here we can select same name, and that's it. So based on the employee type, we need to showcase the count. Okay, so here I'm going to select another dash chart as well. demo 2. Okay, now I'm going to save it. So I have created one dashboard and two different charts here. Okay, so this particular chart also I have created. Let's do publish all. So likewise, we can create multiple charts. Meanwhile, it is publishing. So this is the standard charts and view, table view. We have created one table view chart, table view here, and web resource, custom HTML, JavaScript component, or Power BI embedded report for advanced, analytical report. Suppose uh, I will tell you how to create a HTML web resource so that we can display that one under that here in the dashboard level. Even I can write some JavaScript, to fetch all those record dynamically. Even based on the Power BI embedded report, we can showcase here. So standard chart, whatever we have created, is tables view. We also add one tables also in this particular chart, and even the HTML based or Power BI based dashboard we can create. Okay, so here the visual engine here. Every chart in Dynamics CRM powered in visualization, description, XML, and fetch XML query. Data aggregation, count, sum, min, max, and average. So whenever we are creating any charts, so even we can define some, mathematical operator here. Like how we are defining a mathematical operator. Suppose here you are showing here count of all, average also we can select. We can here select max, min, sum. Some mathematical operator we can choose here. Suppose here we have selected some currency amount, currency field. So we can do some different level of mathematical operation here. So based on that one, we can showcase different types of here chart. Hope drill down path report. If we want to showcase some information, I will show you here live sync, real time reflection of data record change without manual refresh. Even we have to prepare that level of resource, like even if something is changing, even if we are displaying record count here, so it is not like we have to do manual refresh. It will automatically refresh if data is coming in the database. So no manual refresh required for that one. Okay. So system versus personal. System versus personal, like suppose this particular one we have created. So this is called system view or system or system. This it means a developer can develop that one so that we can expose to everyone, and we can control based on the roles, whatever data we are creating. Even if one person can create any dashboard, like suppose like yesterday I have showcased like how we have saved a personal view here. I can create my own view. So Microsoft has given that level of permission, like I can create my own view as well. It is not like I can, if I have some basic knowledge. So I can create my own view based on my understanding. I can even define here. Suppose if I have a requirement, like, hey, I want to filter all record related to one specific country. So it is not like I need to go to a developer and I can ask that requirement and he can develop and he can design. That might be possible, like we can give a consolidated information. So this particular information we have to give for all user. So then we can go for developers. Otherwise, I have that flexibility. I can design my own view and I can save it for future reference. Similarly, I can create, this is for view level. And here, similarly, there are multiple dashboard even. If I have my good understanding as a user, so I can create my own dashboard as well. So I can develop, I can design my own dashboard here itself. It is not like I can dependent on the developer. So I can create a different set of different layout dashboard here. I can design whatever I know. So I can learn even from the YouTube as well. Suppose if I'm going to create different layout dashboard, so I can select, and I can choose from here, and I can design. So test dashboard, I can create any chart from here. I can create a list from here, like anything, any account entity, any contact entity, any different entity I can select here. So I can choose any entity. So suppose I want to display some account related information. So I can choose view, I can select here. So I can select from account entity. In the second here column, here I can choose the contact related view. So contact. I can choose all contact, or any charts I can create, that one. Otherwise, I can add that one. Then instead of previously I have selected one chart, now I have selected a list. Even I can create a chart as well, list as well. You understand list and chart. This is very important. Some of the developers, some of the resource, they are thinking like this is not needed anymore. We can do whenever that requirement is coming, but you should eager to learn this one. Insert any web resource. If I want to display, I want to, you know, see all data with the help of whatever you have created, any HTML, anything. If you want to display, you can add one web resource from here. You can add any iframe also. Suppose I want to display some dynamic information. Suppose test GPT. But I don't think so it will be visible here, but because cross related. Let me open this one and I can design that URL. GPT. Okay, maybe employee master. Demo. Okay, let's showcase that one, and maybe here we can showcase employee demo too. Hope you understand this one. I will ask some of the team member to showcase whatever they learned today. So we ready? Very busy. Maybe I also have some time to discuss with you, but let's do it today. Why it is taking so much time? Save it. Let's check it first. How it looks like. This is our dashboard. How much time it will take to prepare a dashboard? Because I told you this connection is refused because Microsoft is not allow directly any third party application without giving permission. So what happened here, you can see this particular one is blocked. That's why it is. So here somewhere I have seen ChatGPT. Here, violate the following content security policy direction iframe here. Self. So that's why Microsoft is not allowing any third party direct integration part, but we have capability, we can display some information here. Okay, let me check here if we can change ChatGPT to maybe whatever we have. Google. Let's see. We can open that one. This one. Why? It is not saved. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Let's create a different. Let's do one thing here. Advanced fine. Save it. It. Make extensive use of the Brave browser client-side ability to say that one of the features. Okay, this advanced find is also not allowed here inside the iframe. Okay, so but we have that capability, like if we have added any application like any HTML, if we have hosted inside the dynamic CRM, we can make a direct link here as well. So likewise, we can create different dashboard here. So this is personal dashboard here. We quickly created one dashboard. How much time it will take? Maximum 20 minutes or 30 minutes. But based on our understanding here, we can provide different interactive dashboard. Whatever we are creating, we can create different set of here charts. Even I can create a line chart board here. This is pie chart line chart. Here we can select bank name, count of bank name here based on the name. Understood? Now we can select here line chart demo. Save it. Now let's do it. Publish all. Now instead of this one, we can choose we can employee master. Okay, so let's save it. Let's close it. Let's do hard refresh if it is published. So likewise, I can create different types of dashboard here. So spend some more time, create some different charts, create some different, this is personal chart. So if I want to share this chart with someone else, so I can even assign this particular one to other one as well. Even here I can do refresh all, I can share this dashboard to someone else, manage access. So I can share this dashboard to I want to share this same dashboard with other as well. It is not like I ask for development team. I can share this dashboard with my team member as well. So that's what my here characteristic like system dashboard or personal dashboard. System dashboard organized on user on. So editability, architect control here and user editability. So whatever end user is given. Deployment, manage solution, or here personal dashboard, manually sharing or unmanaged. Here, I can share with team members, but I cannot move across different environment. Manage solution here, whatever we are doing, ALM application lifecycle management, we have to follow that one. Visibility, role-based security we can enable, but individually or shared by this particular one. If I have created personal dashboard, I can share with team members. That is my here information. Hope it's clear for everyone. I'm trying to explain at my level best, but let me know if you need any additional information. Sometimes it is taking more time. So in charts can be customized the chart based on the requirement or can be adjust the pixel. No, no, this is automatically, responsive. So we need not to adjust anything here as part of the further development, but we can even, adjust the logic only. Can we assign a security role on the particular dashboard if required? Can we write code on a particular dashboard? No, dashboard actually I told you we can design our dashboard either it is a personal dashboard or it is a system dashboard. If I am going to design a dashboard at the system level, so I can assign this one either I can enable based on that different team level, and even user can see the data based on their access level permission. But if I have created my own personal view, so I have that flexibility like I can share that particular one with my team members. Suppose I want to design some HTML dashboard as well. I have that flexibility. I can create a web HTML and I can design that. Hope it's clear. Okay, now pipeline logic here. The funnel visualization. Similarly, this is also the same different category. Also here we can design a chart classification, comparison dashboard. We can create comparison dashboard like columns and bar chart, best comparison performance across user territories or products. Suppose I want to showcase some comparison here. Suppose I have 20 salesperson in my team across all the globe. So I want to check like how much. you know, business they have given for this particular year, for this last quarter, for last 6 months, or last financial year. So I can do different level of comparison, like current financial year, how they are performing, like how much they provide the revenue in my system, and how much they are having in their next financial year, the pipeline. Similarly, we can do different level of comparison here with the help of bar chart, composition, pie chart, dugout charts, illusions, and share the totals, like lead source distribution here we can do. And here, what is the line chart? Line chart or area chart tracking the record volume of revenue growth over the specific time interval. So likewise, whatever we have showcased here, this is the line chart. Like if I'm checking, like, hey, one person is, over the times how he is performing, so I can define different level of pie chart here, different types of revenue here, so that we can identify all those information. Hope it's clear. Okay. And security and governance. Cross control, record level security, component level security we can do. We'll see how we can control that one when we will learn about the security roles and component level security, aggregation limit. So suppose if, oh, what is the limit here? So we can optimize our query here. It is not like everything we can read from this particular data. The standard Dataverse aggregate limit is 50,000 record per query. Exceeding this required Power BI or pre-aggregation roll-up tables. Optimization performs is actually by the indexing by the group by or filter attribute in the SQL layer. So what happened? Our fetch XML query can retrieve maximum 50,000 record per query. If we have more data, we need Power BI report so that we have appropriate data. It is not like we have designed one chart, we design one bar, but it is showing wrong information. Why? Because it cannot retrieve more than 50,000 records. So if we have maximum data, we have more data, we can go with the Power BI report. We don't have any other option. Understood? So deployment strategy. So we have same deployment strategy, like unmanaged deployment or UAT or test testing, like whatever we are doing here. Golden rule for LM, always package system dashboard as manage for production to prevent configuration drift. Okay, so let's close this one. Meanwhile, forms event and script will cover this particular part as well quickly. Forms events and script. What is the mean of forms events and script here? So now we are moving more into the technical side. Till now we mostly covered functional part, whatever one person should have knowledge. So what happened? What we have some object model here. So suppose now we are more moving into the technical side. So we have form context, we have XRM object model. So what types of capability we have those object? So with the help of form of context, what we can read from the form. So now we completely discussing about the form models. So suppose I can show you form model. Like suppose I have opened one form. Uh, let's take example for lead form. This particular lead, I have opened one lead form. This is a form here, whatever I have designed here. So let's talk about sales trial form. In this particular form, if we are talking about, so whatever we are having or maybe sales insight, we have more information in the sales insight form. So suppose I can see here multiple things. I can see here, this particular summary tab, contact section, and even this topic field. I can see this is a single line of text. First name is a single line of text. Last name is a single line of text. So all those control I can see in the form level. If I need to perform any logic in this particular form, either I can hide some field here. I don't want to see this first name, or I don't want to display some information based on some topic. Like suppose if a lead coming from one specific source, suppose we are maintaining here source, so this lead is coming from portal. So I don't want to showcase mobile number to any agent. That is my basic requirement for the for security purpose. So if a lead source is what portal, I don't want to showcase mobile number and business phone. So I can hide those particular field from this particular form. So this is my business need. Business need means business want this information, like you need to achieve this requirement. I don't want how you are achieving, but I don't want to display those two information to the sales agent or maybe whoever working here. They don't want to see those two information. If here source here source is portal, so sometimes I need to read some information from this particular form, especially for, they are saying, especially for sales insight form. Similarly, we may have different types of information, different types of requirement from the business side. So business is saying, hey, for this particular region, for this particular maybe state, I have different logic. I don't want to see personal information. I don't want to showcase personal information if country or state is China, because China has different rules and regulation. So China has a specific firewall. They are not allowing to store any information or anything, maybe. So, but at least to mitigate some information, our business has that agreement. We don't want, uh, you know, uh, we are not allowing to share any information to our sales representative if a country is China. So similar requirement if we have, so sometimes we need to read some information from this form, sometimes we need to update some information here. So to achieve this requirement, we need some models. So Microsoft is designed like, hey, we can give one specific, option. You can read some information from this form with the help of some object model. What is that object model? Here we have, Microsoft is given, we can give a object reference where you can read some information from the form level. Like we have a object like form context, and we have another object is XRM object. XRM mostly is deprecated now, but earlier this XRM model is, broadly used. But now we have XRM form context. So the modern, logic we are writing with the help of form context. So here, modern way to access fields, tabs, and section. It provides a clean reference to the form without relying on global window object, ensuring compatibility with future UI updates. If you are utilizing form contacts, there is no issue. You can read this tabs information. Even what is the purpose here? Suppose if someone is saying, I want to make all the fields as read only from this particular tab. I don't want, if a user is having salesperson's roles, they cannot edit or modify anything related to this summary tab, but they can edit any information in the details tab. That I'm giving one flexibility. So how you can achieve that part? Either based on logged in user security role, you can check if that logged in user is having salesperson roles. But how to check that? That we can, you know, discuss whenever we are properly checking, properly, writing JavaScript, code. But as of now, just try to understand what types of requirement we may have. Then why we need, how to read this particular tabs, how to read this particular tab, how to read this particular tab. So that we can check. So with the help of this form contacts, we are reading. How to get that form contacts? That is a separate part. How to pass this form contacts from the form whenever we are declaring JavaScript, that we can do. I will explain line by lines. Even I will give you that level of information. Even a non-technical person also can understand how to write a JavaScript. That I can assure you. But it will take some time, but try to understand. Be focused here. So form contacts is one of the way how to read tabs level information, fields level information, section level information. It provides a clean reference to the form without relying on the global window objects. Okay, that is the one way. XRM object, the global namespace for utility functions and environment data, while deprecated from direct form access, it remains, essential for navigating global notification or encoding utility. XRM object is also there, but this XRM object model is, has now limited option. Like XRM object, when we have to use XRM object, let me showcase something. uh, NAVIGA, navigate to a form in JS in D365 CRM. So here we can do some navigation XRM model. So see here, XRM dot navigate that open form. So here we are using these XRM models, but we cannot use these XRM models, to get the form context. But here we are saying the same thing. XRM model namespace, utility functions, and environment data while deprecating the direct form access. We are not reading the tabs. We are not reading the sections. We are not reading the forms. If we are using forms, tabs, information, or any field level information, that is deprecated now. Maybe Microsoft can give a notification and they can see, hey, this particular XRM dot, that particular object is deprecated now. We cannot use that part. We can use that XRM object only for specific option, like navigate the global notification and encoding utility, like we are doing here. XRM navigation option is there. XRM.navigate.open or XRM.utility also we can use. XRM.utility. So XRM open form showing dialog, getting global contacts, miscellaneous utility here. Open entity form, here we can use XRM utility. This is deprecated now. But here we can use XRM dot navigation, right? modern replacement. I hope it's clear for everyone. xrm.utility.close progress indicator. If we want to show something like we need to show some loading indicator. So we can use this XRM utility progress indicator. But now in a day, we have that XRM utility to alert option. So likewise, we will discuss all those things later, maybe in next section. But you should understand those two objects. Those two objects are very important. You should understand what is now supported and what is the deprecated here. So primary life cycle of event. So we have onload event, we have on-save event, we have execution context. So I will tell you what is onload and what is on-save here. Suppose, try to understand this part. Suppose if I'm opening one form here, maybe a non-technical person also can understand this part. If I'm opening this particular form, this particular form is loading, so it is taking some time to load all those controls. So whenever a form is loading, so that event we are having. So whenever we are telling like, hey, this when a form is loading, what we can do? Suppose I want to hide some field if country region is China, I can perform that logic on form load. If I'm changing something like, hey, if I am, suppose I'm writing something here, if I'm setting here like China, so if I'm saving something, so I can check if a country region is China, I can block all those data if a user is saving any record from China. Because our business told you cannot save any data in our Dataverse if a user is from China. So if I'm going to save this one, I can make a validation on save event. Similarly, we have multiple different event as well. Like if I'm selecting here, so that is a tab change. If I'm changing something here, like if on change event, I can do on change event. If I'm changing something, so that is also a event. So you should know how many event we have. Execution context always pass as this first parameter. So what is execution context? To get the form context, like if we need to read, we need to get this form context, we need a execution context. Okay, on change event, tab stat change, pre-search. Or what is pre-search here? Suppose I want to do some filtration here. So I have that flexibility. I can do pre-search filter. Like I can add any country state. Suppose if I have selected here as a country, suppose India. So I can search, I can add here, like I can search or I can showcase currency only related to that particular country. So I can do that research filter as well. Or I can do some additional validation. Suppose we have country state. I have showcased one yesterday, one of the filtration like country, city and state. So I want to display only this country related state, so I need to pass this country information whenever we are searching this state. So that pre-search filter criteria I can add into the JavaScript level as well. So that logic we can add in the pre-search filter. Tab state change, I also can tell, but you should know all those particular contexts here. So context access, execution or form contacts here, primary content or global context, ribbon level. Okay. So ribbon level is totally different here. Suppose this is form level, we are passing some input parameter. And if we are passing some input parameter from the ribbon side, so you need to pass some of the specific parameter from whenever we are designing this particular ribbon level section. So Suppose all those, if we need to pass some parameter from the ribbon side, so we need some different control, but from the standard JavaScript resource we need to pass some different level of control. Trigger mode, event based form UI, action based command bar, execution order here managed by ribbon priority, managed by the command definition. Asynchronous supported by async and await and partial command specific. So ribbon base we have some different. We'll discuss all those hierarchy whenever we are working on the JavaScript level. Advanced logic, JavaScript web resource as the bridge between the platform and the user. By deploying these as managed solution, developers ensure that enterprise logic is protected across environment, utilizing asynchronous await patterns, preventing the UI from locking during context. Okay, so let me tell you one thing here. JavaScript, when Java, what types of JavaScript we have to use here? When we have to use JavaScript, so we have two types of code here. One code here is related to server side. Server side, what is server side here and what is client side? You should understand whenever we are working in the JavaScript level or plugin side. Are you here? Are you interested to proceed further? Or yeah, we can create a number of dashboard that we can do. Himanshu, are you alive or you are sleeping? I know this is a long session, but this is interesting. Hope it will add some value addition in your, your knowledge. But when, if we are discussing about, you know uh, JavaScript level or server side, two types of code we have here. Suppose if we are talking about JavaScript or server side code, what it mean? Server side, suppose if we have written any JavaScript code and we have added that JavaScript code in this particular function. So if we have added any validation in this particular form level, if we are talking about like sales inside, we have written some logic like you cannot save any record if one field is having data. You have written that logic in the JavaScript level. So what is the drawback and what is the benefit here? Benefit is that if you have such level of validation, you are doing some pre-validations, like before going into the server side, you are restricting user to perform any wrong action. Suppose if you required a mobile number before saving the record, but you don't want to make it mandatory here at the system level. So you can check if this particular field is mandatory. You can showcase a alert message and you can, restrict user to save this record. But if you have written that logic into the here client side means whatever action you are performing, you are doing in the is this particular form level itself. It this request is not going to the server side. What is server side actually here? Server side means this is your one user is here, user, and there is a server side. You have hosted one application into the Microsoft server domain. So if you are performing any logic here in this particular location, so this request is not going to the server side still if you have not performed any action. So all those validation you have to perform in the user side. So what is your capability here? How you can achieve that one? You can write one JavaScript logic. Either you have that flexibility or option. You can restrict user to send that request to the server. Why we are doing that one? If we have to maintain every request at the server side, it will add a additional request or additional load to the server side. It is not like we can do that validation in the server side, but it is not recommended. Why? I will give you one example. I have given that example many times, even my earlier session as well, to my team. So why, suppose if we have local body means every country they have different judicially center, like uh, we have local body means we have judgment in the tehsil level or subdivision level or district magistrate. Also we have state lower court, we have higher court, and then we have supreme court. We have a body here, we have a specific set of stages. Like it is not like if I slap someone, so I can directly go to the supreme court, like, hey, this person is doing this level of abuse or this particular or action. I cannot go directly to the supreme level. I can go for police station. I can complain that one. So there is a process. They may, register a case. They may, go for local body like district court, and then maybe they can take that level of decision at the district court level itself. Why? Because if we are doing that level of action, like everything, we can raise a request to the Supreme Court. So they cannot perform any action. So they have decentralized the system so that we can raise or we can increase the productivity. Even if, suppose if we are doing each and every validation to the server side, like, hey, if a person is saving and we are asking server, hey, the name is needed, server is saying, yeah, name is needed. Without name, how you can proceed? Oh, sorry, I will fill the name. Then again, one person is saying, I have entered the name, so can I save? Then user is saving, yes, you can save it. And then server is asking, hey, mobile number also needed. Then again, this server is getting frustrated and even server, after certain level of action, server got corrupted. Like server is saying, hey, I cannot proceed anything because you have created that level of additional burden or additional load. I cannot proceed further. Now you can handle at your level. So what we have decided, or what we have designed in such a manner, all local or anything whatever we can handle, any request at the user level, that we can control with the help of client side scripting. So client side scripting is nothing. They are handling every request from the client side level. So we can, how to handle client scripting? We can write JavaScript code. We can write some additional logic which can run or which can handle at the user level itself. Those requests are not going to the server side. That is final. So that is the one thing. So that we can control with the help of JavaScript and server side level information, whatever we are having. So hope you understand this one. So which types of requirement we can handle with the help of JavaScript. Okay, so advanced logic also we can achieve. So async or okay, I will tell you tomorrow related to sync or async. So optimization metrics here. So performance, XRM web API, retrieve multiple record. So here, suppose if we are using any request which can improve our application here, so we have such option, like we can optimize our query. We can retrieve only required data itself. We'll discuss here error handling, execution context, field access, error handling, solution integrity. So, okay, what it mean like sometimes or how to improve our application performance. Suppose in account entity we have thousands field support, and I need to retrieve only 5 field from the account, and I need to perform or I need to check only 3 or 5 field, more than maximum 5 field I need to retrieve. But one person is saying sometimes, uh, we connected yesterday, XRM toolbox. So let me check. Here, suppose in contact entity, if I need to retrieve only two things, so full name and telephone number. Based on those two fields, I need to perform some logic. But a person is, writing this query as select star from contact. So why you need all those fields? Like if I need only two fields, why you are selecting all the fields? What is the meaning of? Oh, because I don't have time to write my query. I can easily, develop my code and I can quickly deliver. But it will create additional burden in the application. Your laziness, your proactiveness will increase. Your laziness will always decrease the system performance. But if you have doing any work with proactiveness, then it will increase the system performance. If you need full name only, then why you required uh, all the information here? Why you are not going to select? So likewise, you have to write only those information, you have to retrieve only those information which are required. Likewise, we can perform the application performance. Okay, so we are over the time today, but we will connect tomorrow and maybe we can proceed further. Do you have anything to ask for today? Now you regularly join, you have to spend more time here. Whatever we are discussing, if you want to career or you have to improve your skill set, maybe whatever you are having, maybe you mostly know all those things, but you have to brush up your things. We all collectively joined here and we have to understand all those small things. Hope it's clear to everyone. We'll connect tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Thank you, everyone.